When grass was green, the forest fair, and leaves both large and long, it's merry walking in the forest fair to hear the small birds' song. The song thrush sang and would not cease, sitting upon the spray, so loud he wakened Robin Hood in the greenwood where he lay. Now on my oath, said jolly Robin, a dream I had this night. I dreamt me of two mighty young men that fast with me can fight. I thought they did beat and bind me, and took from me my bow, and if I be Robin alive in this land, I'll be avenged on them too. Dreams are swift, master, said Little John, as the wind that blows over a hill. For if it be never so loud this night, tomorrow it may be still. Go get yourself ready, my merry men all, and John shall go with me. For I'll go seek those mighty young men in the greenwood wherever they be. Then they cast on their gowns of green, and took their bows each one, and they away to the forest green, a shooting forth are gone, until they came to the merry greenwood where they were gladdest to be. There they were spied of a bold young man, his body leaned to a tree. A sword and a dagger he wore by his side, of many a man the bane, and he was clad in his riding hood, top and tail and mane. Stand you still, master, said Little John, under this greenwood clear, and I will go to this bold young man, to know his business here. Ah, John, you set no store by me, that I plainly find. How often send I men before, and leave myself behind? 'Tis no cunning to know a man from his master if he'll speak. I'll bend this bow across your head, but I fear that it would break. As often words can make mischief, so they parted, Robin and John is gone to Barnesdale. He knoweth the gates, each one. But when he came to Barnesdale, great heaviness there he had, for he found two of his own fellows were slain both in a glade. And Scarlet's feet were flying fair, fast over stock and stone, for the proud sheriff with 70 men fast after him is gone. One shot now I will shoot, said John, with Christ's cross behind his back. I'll make the sheriff that flies so fast to stop him in his tracks. Then John bent up his good long bow and made ready to shoot. The bow was made of a tender bough that fell down at his foot. What more wicked, worthless wood ever grew on a tree, for making me more misery when you should be helping me? His arrow was but loosely shot, yet it flew not in vain, for it met one of the sheriff's men. Good William Trent was slain. It would have been better for William of Trent to have been abed with sorrow than to be that day in the greenwood glade to meet with Little John's arrow. But as it is said, when men be met, 5 can do more than 3. The sheriff hath taken Little John, and bound him fast to a tree. Thou shalt be drawn by dale and down, and hanged high on a hill. But thou mayest fail of thy purpose, said John, if it be Christ's will. Let us leave talking of Little John, and think of Robin Hood, how he is gone to the bold young man where under the leaves he stood. Good morrow, good fellow, said Robin so fair. Good morrow, good fellow, said he. I think by the bow you bear in your hand, a good archer thou shouldst be. I am set to go my way, said the man, before the morning tide. I'll lead thee through the wood, said Robin. Good fellow, I'll be thy guide. I seek an outlaw, the stranger said. Men call him Robin Hood. I'd rather meet with that proud outlaw than 40 pounds so good. Now come with me, O mighty man, and Robin you soon shall see. But first let us some pastime find under the greenwood tree. First let us make some mastery among the woods so fine. We may chance to meet with Robin Hood here at some unset time. They cut them down 2 summer shrubs that grew under a briar patch, and set them 80 branches in 2 to have a shooting match. Lead on, good fellow, said Robin Hood. Lead on now, said he. No, on my oath, good fellow, he said. My leader you shall be. The first time Robin shot at the mark, he missed but an inch or 2. The man he was an archer good, but he could never shoot so. The second shot had the bold young man he shot within the garland, but Robin he shot far better than he, for he split the standing wand. A blessing upon your heart, he said. Good fellow, your shooting is good. If your heart be as good as your hand, you'd be better than Robin Hood. Now tell me your name, good fellow, said he, under the leafy trees. No, on my oath, said bold Robin, till you've told yours to me. I dwell by dale and down, he said, and to take Robin I'm sworn, and when I'm called by my right name, I'm Guy of good Gisborne. My dwelling is in this wood, says Robin. Your name means not a scratch. I am Robin Hood of Barnesdale, you've tried so hard to catch. He that knew neither of the men might have seen a full fair fight, to see how together these two men went, with blades both rusty and bright. To see how these men fought together 2 hours of a summer's day, yet neither Robin Hood nor Sir Guy was prepared to flee away. Robin was careless on a route, and stumbled down beside. Guy was quick and nimble enough to hit him on the left side. Our dear lady, said Robin, though, who is both mother and maid, I think it was never man's destiny to die before his day. Robin Hood thought on our lady, and soon leapt up again, and straight he came with a backward stroke, and bold Sir Guy was slain. He took Sir Guy's head by the hair, and stuck it on his bow's end. You've been a traitor all your life, all things must have an end. Robin pulled forth an Irish knife, and nicked Sir Guy in the face, but he was never of woman born, could tell whose head it was. Says, lie there now, Sir Guy, no curses on your breath. And if you came off worse, you'd be better dressed in death. Robin did off his gown of green, and on Sir Guy did it throw, and he put on that riding hood that clad him top to toe. The bow, the arrows, and little horn, now with me I shall bear, for I will away to Barnesdale to see how my men fare. Robin Hood set Guy's horn to his mouth, and blew it loud and shrill, then heard the Sheriff of Nottingham as he leaned down below the hill. Listen, listen, said the Sheriff, the news I hear is good. For yonder I hear Sir Guy's horn blow, and he has slain Robin Hood. There I hear Sir Guy's horn blow, he blows it well and good. And yonder comes that mighty young man, clad in his riding hood. Come here, thou good Sir Guy, and ask what you will of me. Oh, I want no gold, said Robin, nor will I take your fee. Now I have slain the master, he says, let me go strike the knave. For this is all the meed I ask, no other will I have. You're a madman, said the Sheriff. You should have a knight's fee. But seeing your asking has been so bad, well granted it shall be. When Little John heard his master speak, well knew he the time was right. Now I shall be loosed, quoth Little John, with Christ in heaven his might. First Robin he called to Little John, he thought to save his life. The Sheriff and all his company fast after him did drive. Stand back, said Robin, why draw you me so near? It was never the use in our country. His confession is not yours to hear. But Robin pulled forth his Irish knife, and John's hand and foot untied, gave him Sir Guy's bow in his hand to be his master's aid. Then John he took Guy's bow in his hand, his bolts and arrows each one. When the Sheriff saw Little John bend his bow, he made ready to be gone. Towards his house in Nottingham town he fled full fast away, and so did all his company, not one behind would stay. But he could never run so fast, nor away so fast could ride. Little John's broad arrow made its mark in his backside.